it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist. Welcome to Star Codes. This is the Astro-Numerology Forecast podcast, and today we're going to look at the Taurus solar eclipse. We've entered eclipse season, and the energy is really changing now. There's a lot of change in the air, and we're going to go over why that is in terms of the codes and the planets involved, but also the incredible nature of this eclipse in terms of fortunate energy that's being released so that we can tune in to our heart center and not feel the pressure of the mind as much, the mind that holds memories and basically is the past, right? The mind is not your intuition. It is not present in the divine moment. And this eclipse is so beautiful in that it enables us to be in that present moment so that all we feel is the magic and miracles of being alive and the gratitude in our heart for being here, available energetically for the major shift that obviously is happening worldwide. So this is a partial solar eclipse happening on April 30th in Taurus, and the time is at 9:28 p.m. Universal Time, that would be London, 4:28 p.m. Eastern Time, New York, and 1:28 p.m. Pacific Time, LA. Now, all this year, the eclipses are taking place in either Taurus or Scorpio. Scorpio is where the south node is, and Taurus the north node. So Taurus is pointing the way of where we are heading. So this is a very important new beginnings moment, and it's helped by the fact that we have the sun and moon at 10 degrees, which is the number of instant manifestation, love and light, new beginnings. 10 reduces to 1. And is happening on April 30th, the final day of April. And April in 2022 is a 10 universal month. So we've got a triple 10 code signifying incredible opportunity. When you think of that 1 and 0, straight line and circle make up sacred geometry, the computer code. It is literally the code of the universe, the God code, which is why 10 is also sometimes called the Wheel of Fortune, because it literally represents the constant evolvement of life, the wheel that just continues forever and ever. So we have this amazing activation of that number 10, the first double-digit number, and the number that contains the 0 point energy and the new beginnings energy, the divine feminine and the masculine. So very fortunate indeed. Now, Taurus and Scorpio are fixed signs, and fixed signs are set in their ways. They're very grounded energetically, and they allow us to really get in touch with those things that have been fixed, meaning part of our habitual patterns. So when these eclipses come in these fixed signs, we are being asked to actually move boulders and clear the way for new beginnings. So this 10-10-10 code, which also speaks to new beginnings, is assisting us in the clearing out energy. And once we get to the Scorpio component of the eclipses, that water sign and fixed sign will really help to flush out those fixed ideas and whatever it is that keeps you in a rut and doesn't allow you to be strong yet flexible at the same time. So that will very much be addressed as well this year. So it's a very big year to acclimate and get in tune with what it is you've held on for dear life, like been fixated on, obsessed. Scorpio can be obsessive and Taurus can be very stubborn. So there is this sense of the eclipse is coming in and saying, okay, we are now digging this up, we're looking at it, and we're allowing ourselves to embark on a new way of being that is actually more in tune with the earthiness and the flow of the water, Scorpio and Taurus, rather than putting a stake in the ground and saying this is how it is, come hell or high water, basically. So the numerology code, the 10-10-10, is very helpful with that. And the other numerology code that's super helpful is that the date, April 30th, 2022, adds up to 13. Now, 13 is the number of the divine feminine. It is about life, death, rebirth, transformation, certainly acceptance of change. 13 governs the 13 weeks in a season, connected to the lunar cycles, and the 13 lunations in the year. And 13, therefore, is connected to Earth. And 1 plus 3 for 13 reduces to 4. And 4 is the numerological representation of our planet Earth. We have 4 directions. We have 4 seasons. We have 4 hemispheres. And so having the number 13 and 4 be activated for this first solar eclipse in Taurus, which is an earth sign, is very, very good news, especially because Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is all about appreciating beauty and peace and pleasure and abundance. And Venus, as we're going to go into in a minute, is merged with Jupiter. They're literally exactly conjunct each other for this solar eclipse, which, I mean, it couldn't be better. This is why it's such a fortunate time. So you really, with Taurus, want to focus on those things that keep you grounded, your values, your sense of what fulfills you, right? What brings you joy and happiness, financial flow, to make sure you have that energetic exchange with the earth, with others, so that there is a balance in your life, so you are sustained and have security. All of those qualities are ruled by Taurus. So you don't need anything. You don't need attachments, demands, words directed at others. You realize that you are the universe itself, that there's nothing that comes between you and the universe, because that's who you are. The universe lives within you. So this acceptance, this is really the new beginnings, right? We have this such a strong new beginnings energy. And so this acceptance means that your intuitive nature is very, very much enhanced. So let's look at why that is in the stars as well. The sun and moon are conjunct Uranus. Uranus is at 14 degrees Taurus, very close to the 10 degrees solar eclipse in Taurus. And Uranus gives you a lot of intuitive gifts, a sense of freedom, a freeing up of old patterns, especially patterns connected to how you relate to others, and financial flow. So Taurus, where Uranus is and has been since 2018, is looking at, well, what are those values that I am nourishing that may not be for my highest good? What is it that I can change now in terms of how I think about things, or who I surround myself with, or what I surround myself with in my environment? Is there beauty? Is there upliftment? Is there love? Is there pleasure? Is there connection with nature? Or, Taurus is an earth sign, so the appreciation of Mother Earth is absolutely part of living a life of flow. Now, then there's also the activation and action setting quality of Mars, because Mars is creating a triple sextile. Mars is in Pisces along with Jupiter, Venus, and Neptune. So there are 4 planets in Pisces, and Pisces is very harmoniously connected to Taurus. So we have Mars saying, okay, triple sextile to Sun, Moon, and Uranus. That is a huge activating, passion-generating, forward-propelling, firing up of the engines to get with it, to really say, okay, it's my time. When else is it going to be my time? These eclipses always are shedding light on what it is that is needing to be understood and fired up and let go of and accepted. So here we are, a new moon eclipse, new beginnings, 10-10-10. Mars, the planet that rules the first sign of the zodiac, creating a triple sextile to the eclipse, the sun and moon, and to Uranus, the ruler of the Aquarian age. There is so much here to get excited about. And then there's another triple conjunction. There's not just sun, moon, and Uranus. There is Jupiter, Venus, and Neptune. Jupiter and Venus, tight conjunction, absolutely fantastic. Venus rules Taurus, so Venus rules the eclipse. So such good fortune here, such expansion, such joy, pleasure. And then there comes Neptune as well. Neptune and Jupiter just had their rare conjunction. That's rare to begin with. Every 166 years it happens in Pisces. So to have Venus join this rare conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune is even more stunning, especially during a Taurus solar new moon eclipse. Why is this also important? Well, not only does Venus rule this eclipse Taurus, Venus is part of this stellium, Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces, Neptune is the current ruler, the modern ruler of Pisces, and the stellium is happening in Pisces. So we've got every way you can activate these planets that actually is possible. All of these planets are happy in Pisces. Venus is exalted in Pisces. That means Venus feels super happy in Pisces. And that means that the qualities of love and romance and harmony and oneness and unity and extrasensory perception, enhanced imagination, transcendental understanding, just feeling transcendence and feeling blissful and feeling divinity, feeling your own divinity, feeling your soul connection to source. All of these are activated. And one more thing, I mentioned Mars earlier, and Mars is actually at 11 degrees in Pisces, and 11 is the gateway, the double new beginnings gateway, the portal, the initiation into the unknown, the being present in the moment. The ones are like your antenna to the universe, your intuition, being so immersed in the present moment that you have no thought for tomorrow and no attachment to the past. So Mars is activating this wonderful new beginnings energy, not just by being the ruler of the first sign, but being at 11 degrees and helping your dreams come true, because Mars is in Pisces. The other stellium, Jupiter, Venus, and Neptune is in Pisces. And so this ability to tap into your inner core strength with Taurus and to, in an unwavering way, know that in the midst of these big changes, you always will be taken care of. And at the same time, being open to the frequency of transcendent shifts. This is really where gratitude comes in, because you're allowing the tears to literally nourish the ground that you're standing on. The tears of joy, the tears of sadness. The tears of sadness represent letting go of an attachment to something, an attachment that is actually a hang-up. Because when you're attached to anything, you're a little bit stuck in the eddy of the stream, of the river, and getting out of the eddy allows you to flow with the river again. So there is so much here about taking those steps forward with the new beginnings energy, being patient, being non-judgmental, relying on your inner resources. These are all Taurian energies, riding the wave of change and the river of transformation. And just to remember that there's really no one or nothing that you need. All you need is to enjoy the light within you, then you're connected. You're plugged in. And it's not to say you're not plugged in all the time. It's just we forget to turn the light on where we actually are partaking in the delight of it all, right? So it's to literally consciously plug in and consciously be aware of everything that is there at our disposal, all the people, all the opportunities, our surroundings, and most of all, our ability to co-create, to be appreciative, to be at one, to be the universe, and to accept that we are all part of creation. We accept all of creation. We don't judge any part of creation. We live as a creative being of light, and we allow others to do the same because they are, after all, part of us. So this is a tremendous gathering of planetary energies, celestial geometry, numerology codes, all wrapped into this beautiful package and tied with the gorgeous bow of Venus and Jupiter and Neptune conjunct. Really, it couldn't be better, and it is just one of those moments to appreciate being alive at this time and getting out in nature and celebrating with Mother Earth. In the same way you can celebrate your own numerology and astrology code, which you can easily do in my free masterclass at starcodeclass.com. So if you haven't seen it, there's a free handout. It's a 90-minute webinar, and it tells you all about your birthday, your astrology code, what your gifts are, your destiny, your purpose, and it helps you understand others as well, so you are not in judgment of them. So enjoy that at starcodeclass.com and have a beautiful Taurus new moon solar eclipse. Lots of love.